We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.
Okay, so, the most appropriate place to start would be the Commonwealth Games.
Obviously.
Nigeria rounded off its participation at the Birmingham 2022 Commonwealth Games yesterday with a big splash on the medals pole, with the ladies once again leading the country's march for glory. The victory dance started in the morning at the Alexander Stadium, where the quartet of Tobi Amusan, Favor Ofili, Rosemary Chukuma, and Grace Nwokocha won the 4x100 women's relay race. The quartet also set a new African record of 42.10 seconds to win the country's 11th gold medal in what has turned out to become Nigeria's greatest or best outing at the Commonwealth Games. The 4x100 women team included Amusan, Ofili, Chukuma, and anchor Grace Nwokocha. Earlier, the quartet of Udode Nwozurike, Favor Ashe, Alaba Akintola, and Raymond Ekevo won the bronze medal in the men's 4x100 event won by the English team. The Nigerian men finished in a time of 38.81 seconds to make it to the podium. Meanwhile, Philly on Saturday became the third Nigerian woman after Mary Onyali and Blessing Okagbare to win a medal in the 200 meters at the Commonwealth Games. The 19-year-old ran 22.51 seconds to place second behind Jamaica's Ellen Thompson-Herah, the Tokyo Olympics double sprint champion. Namibia's Tokyo Olympics 200-meter silver medalist Christine Mbauma finished third in 22.80 seconds. In the field events, Esebrume 7.00 meters to break her Commonwealth Games record and add another gold medal to Nigeria's kitty. Earlier, Elizabeth Oshoba failed in her attempt to win a gold medal in the women's featherweight boxing, losing 5-0 to Northern Ireland. Michaela Walsh, she got a silver medal for her efforts. Tobi Amusan, the world record holder as well in the 110 meters, also won a gold medal in her event as well, and also achieved a record at the Commonwealth Games by running 12.30 to break the Commonwealth Games record. The women's 4x400 meters relay team were not lucky as they could only finish 7th in the race won by England. Canada took silver while the bronze medal went to Jamaica. With 12 gold medals in the kitty, Nigeria made it her best ever show at the Commonwealth Games.
And now let's hop on board to board games. The Nigerian Scrabble Federation says it is introducing a new level of Scrabble tournament tagged Scrabble in the Jungle, which holds from August 26th to August 28th. The body said the tournament will involve a selection of 8 top-ranked players in the Nigerian Scrabble Federation. It also said that the tournament would include 4 wildcard nominees who would compete over 36 rounds of games. According to the Federation, the tournament will take place in a closed location where the nominees will be there for 3 days.
Well, we've got more stories coming through as well. This time we're heading to golf, where the Federation of Golf in Nigeria are also planning a summit. Now, they've concluded plans to hold its first national summit from the 31st of August to the 2nd of September 2022. According to the Otumba Olusegun Risewe-led NGF, the summit will hold at the Ladi Kwali Hall, Sheraton Hotel, Abuja, where members will discuss the topical issues relating to the development and growth of golf in Nigeria. Expected at the summit, according to the NGF, are over 70 captains of golf clubs from across the country, along with other critical stakeholders to enable them to chart the way forward for the sports across the country and network with international bodies within the golf space.
And we head on to tennis, where Australia's Nick Kyrgios has won the Citi Open after beating Japan's Yoshihito Nishioka 6-4, 6-3 in the final. Victory for this year's Wimbledon runner-up delivers a first ATP Tour title since 2019 at the same event in Washington, D.C., United States. The 27-year-old did not drop serve in the entire tournament, and he will return to court on Monday to play alongside American Jack Sock in the men's double finals. He climbs from 63rd to 37th in the ATP rankings after his 7th career title. The US Open begins, however, on August 29th, and that will be happening in New York.
Well, we've got stories coming in from football saying the quarter-final pairings for the men's 2022 Aiteo Cup is now complete after Kogi United edged out 2-time Cup Kings Aqua United 2-1 yesterday at the Unex Stadium in Enugu in the round of 16 fixture. The remaining 7 teams are Niger Tornadoes, Lobi Stars, Nasarawa United, Wiki Tourists, Katsina United, Heartland FC and Kano Pillars. The stage is set for Wednesday's quarter-final showdown across 4 venues, with Niger Tornadoes in a North Central derby against Lobby Stars in Jos. At the Ahmadu Bello Stadium, Kaduna, Wiki Tourists, led by former Nasarawa United gaffer Kabiru Dogo, will lock horns with the Solid Miners, with both teams eyeing a semi-final spot, while 3 times FA Cup champions Heartland will square up with Katsina United in Ilorin. Both teams needed penalties to beat Dakada and Sunshine Stars in that order on Saturday. The last quarter-final fixture is between Kogi United and Kano Pillars in Makurdi. Pillars beat DMD FC by 2-0, while Kogi United surprisingly ousted Akwa United.
Oh, let's head on now to continental football, when Nigeria's representatives in the 2022-2023 seasons of the CAF Inter-Club competitions will know their preliminary opponents on Monday. That's today. Rivers United, the winner of the 2021-2022 Nigeria Professional Football League, will campaign in the Champions League, and runner-up Plateau United as well. Third place, Remo Stars, and yet to be determined 2022 Aito Cup champions will play in the Confederation Cup. According to reports coming from CAF headquarters in Cairo, Egypt, the draw will be conducted on Monday at its office. The Confederation of Africa Football has condemned Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis following his comment that the Italian Serie A club would not sign African players unless they agreed to waive playing at the Africa Cup of Nations. Laurentiis said Napoli would avoid signing any more African players unless they agreed not to play in the AFCON.
Well, there's updates coming in as well from the under-20 women's team. Last week they departed, and it's confirmed that Christopher Danjuma believes his team's spirit and strength and savvy rights would cause a stir in the 9th FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup taking place in Costa Rica from the 10th to the 28th of August. The Falcons arrived in Costa Rican capital San Jose on Saturday morning after traveling through Istanbul and Bogota in Colombia.
Well, let's head on now to the much-anticipated Manchester United lost belief in their 2-1 home defeat against Brighton on Sunday, and described his challenge at Old Trafford, Ten Hag speaking. He says it's a hell of a job. The visitors dominated throughout in Ten Hag's first Premier League match, winning after 2 goals from Pascal's Gross in the space of 9 first-half minutes. United pulling a goal back through Alexis Mack, second-half own goal. After United had impressed in pre-season, the Dutchman was asked whether he was surprised that his players had lost belief in the first league game of the season. He admitted he sensed in pre-season that the squad's confidence was fragile because of last term's dire campaign. At centre-back, there was a Premier League debut for new signing Lisandro Martinez alongside Harry Maguire, and the English international admitted it will take time for them to gel.
Well, let's stay with Manchester United. We've got transfer stories coming through. Erik Ten Hag is targeting Bologna's Marko Arnautovic as a possible signing as he seeks to strengthen Manchester United's depleted attacking options. The fee would be in the region of £10 million for the 33-year-old. With Cristiano Ronaldo wishing to leave United and Mason Greenwood indefinitely suspended, Ten Hag's only recognized central striker is Anthony Martial. Also, Callum Hudson-Odoi has asked to leave Chelsea on loan before the transfer window shuts, and defender Marcos Alonso was not included in the Chelsea lineup for the opening Premier League fixture against Everton. Wolverhampton Wanderers have agreed a £27.5 million deal with Valencia for forward Gonzalo Guedes. The 25-year-old international from Portugal is due to fly in for a medical today before signing a long-term deal. Meanwhile, Everton are closing in on a deal for Wolves skipper Conor Cody.
And former Manchester United star Ryan Giggs stands trial today on charges of attacking and coercively controlling his ex-girlfriend in a case that has upended his managerial career. The 48-year-old, who until recently served as coach of the Wales national team, had pleaded not guilty to the charges, which carry a maximum jail term of 5 years.
And finally, we've got this sad story coming through. The Brazilian wrestler Leandro Lo, one of the world's top jiu-jitsu fighters and an 8-time world champion in the martial arts, died on Sunday after being shot in the head by a man he argued with at a party in Sao Paulo, Brazil's largest city. Now, the murder occurred in the early hours of Sunday morning at the exclusive club Citi in the south zone of Sao Paulo, where the athlete had gone with friends to enjoy a performance by a popular music group at a party. According to witnesses, the wrestler got into an argument for reasons still unclear with a man who was apparently drunk and whom he pinned down with a typical martial arts armlock in an attempt to calm him down. Once free, the assailant pulled out a gun and shot the world champion in the head. He was eventually transferred to a hospital where he was diagnosed as brain dead. His assailant, who fled the scene, was declared a fugitive, although the Sao Paulo military police said they'd already identified him. What a sad story.
And that concludes the news Hound.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.